Good morning. It is August 11th, 2026, and we're here with the Solid Waste Supervisor Mike to give us a report on what's been going on the last month. Mr. Mike,
You got minutes?
I don't know. Do we have any minutes? That's good. I'm glad you're looking at the agenda. I do have some minutes from July 14th, 2026. Would entertain a motion.
So moved. Second.
Anybody? I guess that's moved and seconded. We'll go for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, all right. That's unanimously. Okay, now Mike.
Oh,
Thank you. Gotta get back in the swing of things here. I don't run the meetings enough to. Dan's all good at it, but I'm losing my touch.
That's okay. Okay, so safety report, 0 injuries for the month of July. We're still doing good there. Used oil, we did 280 gallons, $140, cost the county. We did 7.42 tons of cardboard. And that's changed, it's like, we get $1 something back for a whole thing of cardboard.
For a whole
Bulk
you get $1.
Get like $1.42.
That's better than them charging us for it.
It is still going back way backwards. Paper did 0. Aluminum, we did 0.26 tons. That's paying very well still. That's why I'm really holding on. Hopefully, I think it's all going to go up, and steel's going to continue to go up for this winter mineral crush. For getting a good pile out on both sides. Batteries, we did $645.87. So lead's doing well. We hauled 69.72 tons of brush to landfill, cost us $2,143.19.
That's probably still cheaper than us backhauling, a couple grand.
Yeah, until
That's
winter.
until we're coming back for some reason.
Yeah.
We bring those bins back.
When we start this fall, when it starts to slow down, we'll start bringing it back.
Okay.
So right now it's just too much.
How many bins is 70 tons?
Well, you figure each bin is hauling about 3 tons.
3 tons, so that's a bunch. Okay, that's a lot of bins.
Yeah, it is.
So $2,000 is pretty cheap compared to backhauling it.
Yeah, and that's only Montana City and Clancy.
Right.
That's it. Everything else comes here.
Okay.
Revenue breakdown for the month for this fiscal year too. Whitehall did $2,955 in construction. Montana City did $3,301. Boulder did $2,481. Jefferson City did $310. Clancy did $193, and Basin did $196. So the office permits were slow this month. Last month, $55. I don't know. Don't need to do year to date because we just did the year to date. We hauled 467.63 tons of garbage. Jefferson County did. Jefferson County, not the whole county. And the whole county was 834.11 tons with McGree, Tri-County, and Julio and us. I did 1 claim for junk vehicle, and we got 1 released for July. I have a mobile home
application.
Well, it's done. So we need to give the grant the $500 rebate to them.
You followed it through the process.
Yep, I got pictures. If you want to, they even have a video if you want to go online and watch the video. Yeah,
they went all out, huh?
But yeah, it flipped over in the windstorm. If you want to see them, I have another one that I took pictures. Oh, the other one is the one that was on Yellowstone. He finally removed it. The mobile home. Yellowstone Trail.
Oh, okay.
The wrecking yard area. And then I had, since the paper went out, I got 8 inquiries on junk vehicles.
Really? Got a little bit of feedback there.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So that's good.
Yellowstone Trail. You mean Whitetail?
Well, no, isn't it Yellowstone Trail, the one that runs along the interstate?
Yeah. I'm trying to think where that trailer's at. Where you?
It was right there in where that wrecking yard is, where all the problems.
Oh,
have been.
him. When
him,
you said wrecking, I'm thinking of our other place. Oh, no, I understand what you're talking, with the
Yeah.
tires there.
yeah,
Yeah, I know
yeah,
exactly.
the one that I guess the tire went through the side of the mobile home from the.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I know, that's what he said. It's whatever,
Somebody's tire came off on the interstate
No,
and put a
but-
hole in there.
I guess.
Huh? Wouldn't surprise me.
He's over there by Joel's.
Yeah.
The state folks.
Yeah, so also all we have to do is vote on that one, and then I can give that to Terry and, yeah, so I can get him the $500 rebate. I don't know if you vote on it, it's the first mobile home I've done with you guys. Since I've been doing the program.
Yeah, I don't think
I don't know if you vote on it or not.
I don't think we have a vote on it as long
Okay.
as they follow the
Yeah,
process.
I followed, I took pictures before now, and then I took pictures before, but they took pictures the whole process after. The one on the Yellowstone Trail, I took pictures before and after.
No, it looks like you did a really good job. It's not a big mess anywhere and
No,
everything's gone, so that's awesome. Yeah, that's what the program's for,
yeah, they said they took all winter to tear it apart.
you know.
How much longer are you gonna advertise? You think?
I don't know how long you want me to advertise.
I don't know, you getting any bites?
Yeah, I got 8.
Oh.
8 cars possible.
Or you can do it quarterly or something.
Yeah.
You kept it in there all the time, people quit looking at it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's expensive,
it is. I ran it for, I think, 3 weeks.
$200 or $300 or something.
Yeah, Whitehall was cheaper. Ledger was cheaper than
Was
the
it?
older monitor by.
Really?
By half.
That's unusual.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
No, that was a good job, that was a good ad, and
Yeah.
glad you got some people looking at that.
Yeah, it was good. So we'll get, maybe we'll get some more cars and they're gonna crush this winter. And I just talked to them about the fence repair, so I don't have to get approval for them. It's under any kind of stuff that's under, was it $10,000? I don't have to get their approval.
No, that's good.
The fence repair is gonna be, the slats were like 3,000 something, and I can get those to you if you need them. And then the fixing the back, I didn't realize the back fence had blown completely over in the last windstorm. And when I was showing him the slats, and then he said, well, this because they used aluminum ties when they built it, so he's gonna put steel ties on and he'll fix it all. This kind of, I'll help him, I'll go out there and help him pick it up with the loader. We fixed it twice now in the past. It's like a little over $1,000 to fix the fence that's down.
That's one around the junk vehicles?
The whole side's down
Really?
from the last wind, yeah,
Which side?
the north side.
The north side, that's, okay, the side you can't
Can't
from the
see,
site,
yeah.
okay.
And I was blown over twice and I've repaired it, and I went to, actually, it was using electrical wire because it was stronger, but they said they have steel ties that will help with that kind of wind. So,
Those posts aren't concrete in the ground?
yeah, the fence, it just rips the ties off.
Oh, it takes the ties off
Yeah.
the steel pins, okay.
We had that
gotcha.
50, 60 mile an hour wind down through there, and it just,
Especially with the slats in there, it's like a
Mhm.
sail, huh?
yeah. Yeah, that's why we took the slats out of the stuff with
The gate.
the gates like at Montana City and stuff, because what was happening is a side attendants were grabbing hold of the gate when they go to close it and they whip them. And then I get
Take them
people,
for a ride, huh?
people with injuries.
You know, we don't want that.
Yeah. And that's all I got.
That's it, huh?
That's it. Simple.
How's your crew been with interaction of all the sites in terms of your patrons? Any disagreements or
No.
anything that's been real good, huh?
It's always usually really good. Except for that one incident we had.
Oh.
Usually it's all pretty good. The only complaint I get sometimes is Montana City, they have to wait more than 2 minutes. Sorry.
I was up there the other, it's probably been a couple weeks now. It was
Yeah.
a Saturday morning,
Yeah.
and I drove in there. The line was clear down to the parking area for the trail, and I just turned around and left.
Yeah, sometimes it's like
I'll come
that.
back later.
It goes in phases, it's just, yeah, it just gets like that. Saturday, I had to drive because Gary was off. So I was I didn't know I was gonna drive. Till Friday night,
How's your overtime budget doing?
I probably wiped it out.
Yeah.
No,
Are you still got plenty of comp time to use, or are you,
oh
I can't
yeah,
remember.
I've got it down to about, I think I'm down to like 60 hours.
Okay,
It's overtime. But I'm trying to control both of them. I've been trying to take time off on Fridays when I know I'm gonna be getting into overtime, but like, sometimes it's hard to only have one driver. I
yeah,
have Leon driving, but what it is I have to take care of everything else. Clean up Whitehall, clean up Boulder, picking up batteries, picking up this, picking up that.
how you doing on finding a new replacement?
I've had one application come in. It's weird because in the spring I had just as seasonal workers, I had 18 applications. Now for a site attendant, I've gotten 2,
For site attendant or for driver?
both. I have a site attendant ad out there too, and it's for permanent, and I got 2, and one's from internal and one's external, and then I got one driver application, and that's it. Nobody wants to work Saturdays.
How about your site attendant guy? Is he still interested in it?
Yep.
Is he gonna try to get a CDL, or
You can't,
he can't?
no, you never had a class A, so you have to go through the whole school.
Yeah, he's not gonna try to do that.
No, it cost him $6,000.
Really? To get a
Yeah.
CDL?
It's changed. It's really changed.
Wow.
If you never had one, you have to go to school when it's like I think it's 6 week school. And it's $6,000.
Dang.
Yeah.
What if you had one?
If you had one and you did it, and you let it lapse, you have to take the test and the driving test. If you had a if you had a class A and you downgraded to a class B, that's all you have to do too. But if you have a class B, even with air brakes, you have to go through the whole school to get to a class A.
Hmm.
So. You know. Then Scotty just hit me up today. He was asking maybe next spring, he was thinking about going from road crew to, if we still have the opening.
The way it's looking, we may have. Craig's gonna have to get his back up to drive for you.
Nope.
You
I
don't wanna
Type
do that.
one with air brakes for a lot of years, and I let it lapse when I renewed it
Yeah,
3 years ago. I was out.
I drove the
Done.
new truck on Saturday. It was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can pull up to a stop sign on Montana up there by Papa Ray's, and doesn't matter how many cars back up behind you.
You can go.
Oh, yeah.
Just go.
You just go.
Have to roll backwards.
Yeah, but his downshifts, I mean, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Because Gary's only been one driving it, so there's a few weird things you gotta remember when you're driving it. But yeah, it's not like you have to look about a half a mile ahead to start downshifting. Now you just put your foot on the brake.
It's like a Cadillac, huh?
It is, it's nice.
Nice.
How you doing on the building?
I haven't heard from them.
Great West still working on that?
Yep, they're working on it. So
Trying to break it up into pieces.
I think so. They're trying to break it between the two. She still says it's gonna come probably under what I had projected for it.
Your budget or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I projected.
If we don't connect it to the existing building.
If we don't connect it, and just my portion, I know that I'm still within the projection I thought it would be.
Good. That'll probably be construction time next spring, maybe, start on that. Okay, we'll have to get through winter again.
Yeah, we'll have to go through one winter. With the way the shop has been, we might even be able to throw one of our trucks in there.
Okay,
So that'll be kind of nice.
put that new one inside if you can.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting this winter with DEF. It freezes,
Oh, the def.
because it freezes. So
Should have a heater.
I did notice 2 plugs. I haven't really looked at the manual yet for winter. Now, if it heats that tank up, I haven't it plugged in. I noticed 2 cords going from the plug-in,
Could be.
so. We're still working through some of the things. Like I had a error code come up on Saturday, and on the suspension needs to be serviced. And I handed the manual to Kyle and said,
Here you go.
you need to service it. Think there's things that they don't know they have to do too. I said, well, here's the manual, why don't you read it? Please.
I thought for sure you're gonna say it was a nut behind the wheel.
No,
That
it
code.
wasn't. I just think
It comes up all the time.
there's just things about the new truck that none of us know about yet, so I asked if he could read it and go through it.
And you got that RV out of the woods above Basin Creek.
Yeah,
I don't know
months
if you
ago.
guys have been up there, but that old abandoned RV has been sitting up there for
We got that out in
years.
June.
Got that taken out. I don't know if you go up Basin Creek very often, but
Yeah. That wasn't too bad.
wasn't bad. Just had to drag it down to the road for the.
Didn't even have to do that.
Really?
This flatbed, he just pulled right up in there and
Really?
he pulled her right on.
No, they're pretty brave. That's a pretty bad road.
Yeah. Well, he came up the other side.
Mm-hmm.
We went up the other side.
Good.
That's all gone. I think that's about it. Kind of plugging away.
That's great. Everything's running very well.
Yeah, I didn't, not having that second driver has really changed my visit, with me having to go out and do a lot of the other stuff.
You've been leaning on Leon pretty good though.
For driving,
Yeah.
that's all he does,
Right.
is drive. And then I have to be around a lot to direct him, like in the mornings I'm there when he starts, make sure that he goes to where he needs to go, and then
Did you bring
afternoon.
Gary up to whatever that, okay, supervisor driver,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is, okay.
He was already kind of doing the job anyways for the last year.
Does that take some weight off you?
He's already been doing the position kind of, it's mostly directing the site attendants, and they do need direction on Saturday. Sometimes
You can't take more of the burden off what you're doing.
he can, but what's happened is we don't have that other driver, so he ends up driving, because I only have Leon driving Mondays and Tuesdays.
Okay.
So he's driving Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So he just has enough time to keep up with the hauling.
Would Leon do another day or?
Well, Leon might be going back to road department too, because, Ryan will be going,
that's right.
doing his, outfitting. So we might be without Leon for a couple months.
So we don't have any more fill-in drivers now. No.
Mm-mm. It's all right, getting through it.
It slows down in this fall anyway, doesn't it? Till Christmas.
November, usually typically about right around November.
Okay.
October picks up a little bit because we clean up right before winter hits. As long as we don't get any windstorms.
Are you charging by the carcass now for animals?
Landfill does, $50.
They catching all the mice I'm putting in there?
No.
I had 100 of them last week.
Really?
My place is unreal.
I think I've eradicated all the mice at my place now.
Yeah, you wait.
Oh,
They come in
I'm averaging.
waves.
Oh, they were, I know.
Cats or something?
No, I have killed so many mice this year, it's not even fun, and I'm hearing it from everybody.
Between my 2 sheds and my camper, I average 8 a day.
I was averaging, they were coming into my garage, and outside my garage, I was probably getting close to about that every day
Yeah,
since
it's-
about April.
They're unreal.
Until about a month ago. Then it's all of a sudden they started, I must have killed all the mom and dads because now I'm hardly getting any. I haven't got any in a week and a half, 2 weeks. I have
Yeah,
traps
they're-
everywhere.
And they're everywhere.
I have them everywhere.
You gotta check your trap line every night?
Oh, yeah, every morning. Every morning I get up in the morning, I check all the traps,
Yeah.
the electronic ones and the sticky ones.
It's a terrible year for them.
It is, it's horrible. But now they're
I'm
calling,
glad they're not charging for those.
no, me too.
Be broke.
$50 a
We'll
animal,
have to start skinning them and
yeah.
tanning their hides or something.
Yeah, we had shingles come in, and I calculated it with John, and I told him to measure it, because he wasn't gonna, I said measure it. So we measured it, and then I took an average can, and I dumped it, so I know how many tons it was. And it was a heavy can.
Oh, I'm sure.
Normally, we only do about maybe 2 to 4 tons when they're completely full of garbage. And that's with a little bit of construction waste. That was over 7 tons, that one can, and I calculated it. We're actually cheap. I don't want to let too many people know, but we're actually cheaper than the landfill.
I'm sure
Yeah, I suppose.
for weight.
For our charges, but we still get a better rate than what the public does.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't want to let everybody know, because everybody knows, then I'll get overrun with construction.
Was that in Boulder? I'm assuming they didn't throw the shingles over in Basin.
That was in Montana City.
Oh, okay.
No, they can't do that in Basin. If they did a roof, it'd fill half a can immediately.
they'd have to put it over the top of the bin, which is really hard.
Yeah.
And,
Boulder can do it, Montana City can do it, that's about it.
Yeah.
And Whitehall does it, because the curb is low,
right.
and they can get in there and shovel it out. So.
Good. We appreciate it, Mike. We got anything else on the agenda? That's probably about it.
No.
Public comment.
Thank you. I was about to say.
Public comment. Like we have public here today. That's unusual. Thanks for being here, guys.
Sure.
What you got for us, Dee Dee?
Well, a couple things.
Okay.
Number one, yes, the mice are very bad this year. And I threw yours
Mm-hmm.
out in the field because we throw ours to the birds.
My dog was chewing on it later that night.
Was he?
It's a nice smell of the bell.
So did Esther get a present? Anyway, we talked about that. Okay. It's been 3 months. I haven't seen any figures, and I was wondering when I was gonna get a copy of those figures. So I could look them over, because the only way for me to tell Basin what they need to do to say that dump is to see the figures.
Mhm.
So I really need the figures,
Okay,
including the hidden costs. So I can go over that with them. And like I said, as far as I know, that little thing allows me to dump anywhere, so.
Yep.
Questionable as to the hidden cost. But, you know, so when do you think we'll be able to get those figures?
soon as Mike has some time.
They presented them to you because you had the true cost now, so you should have them.
Well, it isn't solid though. I mean, there's a lot of, what would you say, like averages, and we can get you the numbers we got anyway.
That would be great if you can give me the numbers you got, because I know that's gonna be closer than the ones we got on Monday.
Right.
And that'll allow me to guide them.
No, that's good. And as far as saving money up in Basin, probably the biggest thing is, what would probably be the most effective way to save money up there? I mean, they're gonna dump the same amount of trash anyway.
Yeah. they
Well,
have-
Julio's really deep in there. And I know that the county subsidizes Julio. And I assume the only reason why the county subsidizes Julio is because he can do it cheaper than what we can do it.
We pay for his travel, that's the only subsidy we do for him. He gets paid by the customer.
Yeah, $22 a month.
Cause we pay for his travel from Boulder to the landfill. Otherwise, he would dump it in our bin and we'd have to haul it over to the landfill.
Right.
So it's cheaper for us to have him.
I
haul it.
actually thought about that.
Yeah,
So
So
I
that-
figured something was cheaper.
yep. So that's why we have him do it. It doesn't make any sense for him to dump it in our bin and us have to haul it over. I mean, it just makes more work for us, more cost for us, where if he just hauls it over, we can pay him the travel money and he comes out better too. So it's a win-win for that, for Julio.
Kind of. But then again, the fact that we're not dumping a whole lot because Julio takes the lion's share. I mean, there's those
Mhm.
things everywhere of household trash goes against us.
Yeah, because we
correct?
still pay the tipping fees
Thank
for
you.
what Julio takes over there too.
See, so.
And we pay their
goes against us.
gas, and we pay their labor. We pay everything.
What do you mean their labor?
They're driving. We pay by the load, by the ton for them, which is their labor and their fuel, their service on their vehicles, everything. We pay for everything. The
See,
only thing we don't pay for is your convenience can that sits out in front of the plastic can itself, out in front of your house.
Right,
That's
which
the
is
only thing.
$22 a month that the people pay.
Yep.
Which, you know, if you want to spend $22 a month for that, that's fine.
Right.
But then again, him hauling all that trash makes them not dump in the deal, because
Right.
very few people have construction when something's going on,
Right.
which usually happens during the summer.
Yep.
But so that being said, that kind of counts against us because we're not filling the bin.
Yeah, I'd say it kind of counts.
So it's kind of a
against you in one way,
catch-22
but-
on us.
Yeah, cause we gotta look at all the costs and that would be a cost. You know, pay Julio to take care of trash that doesn't end up in the landfill part. or
So
in
I'm
the-
assuming that he can do it cheaper than what we could, or y'all wouldn't be subsidizing, y'all would just tell us to dump it, or he had to haul it himself.
Well, when they did that, it was before I was even a commissioner when they.
Oh,
made
I'm
that.
sure it's been there for a long time.
Yeah, for him to, I mean, they must have ran the numbers. We could probably run them again, but I'd assume that it is cheaper for him just to haul it over the hill than it is for him to dump it in our
It
bin.
is.
Cause we'd have to have more drivers, we'd have to,
You'd have to have more equipment, they gotta have more maintenance.
more
got-
hours, you know.
Oh, yeah.
all that, yeah, to haul all that over where Julio.
Yeah.
And it helps him out too,
Yeah.
his business, to get a little extra funding, but
when
I don't know if he's actually making any money from that travel money, but that's something we can look at. I don't think we've looked at it for years.
I looked at it about a couple of years ago, and it is cheaper for him to do it because we don't have to hire another driver,
Right, and you don't have to have another piece of
Maintain the
equipment.
truck
yeah,
and
Right.
another truck.
buy another truck.
Right, oh,
So
yeah.
that does count against you as far as
But
looking
it
at
counts
that site.
against this.
Yeah, it would be because we would, looking at that site, if there's people that don't use the site, obviously they use Julio. We wouldn't add their fee into the site, it would be just a Julio, so.
Right.
So looking at all the fees that actually use the site, and I think that's hard to figure out too, because there's people that use Julio and use the site at the same time.
True.
Yeah.
I'm that way,
I'm pretty
I
sure
do both.
Julio's not gonna come up to my place.
yeah, probably not. Well, now we fixed the road
I doubt it.
Well, you have the same thing with Boulder too.
But we can recalculate that and give you the numbers we've got. I'm sure you're gonna need some more clarification on some of it, but we can run the numbers as far as the border that Mike used to figure out how many permits there are, and then take all the, what do you call it, expenses out of that, I guess. So, cause you can't just take all those permits and say, okay, that's how much money we're making, but there's all those expenses that go on top of that actually make it, does it work or doesn't work? Are we losing? Are we gaining or wherever? But
Yeah, I guess the thing, and that would be great, because that way I could look at it.
Then the garbage hasn't changed much there. It's still the same.
I think it's been doing good. We've been hauling once a week, I
Once a
think,
week,
and it's
yeah.
been working
And
very well.
we repurpose, that's just the way we are.
Tuesday, it does a quarter bin. That's all it does
On Tuesday.
on Tuesdays. It doesn't do much
So
or less.
as long as it's paying for itself, then I don't think there's gonna be an issue with it.
I just wanna make sure, because, when we talked about this, when the real numbers came out, you said it might not always do that. Well, for me to talk to the people and look at it, I'd like to see the numbers.
Yep.
Okay,
And I understand that, if you get into conversation with the community, if you're using Julio, you're gonna lose your site. That type of a conversation where if Julio's taking it all, then our site gets less used, then it's less lucrative for the county to,
and that's
Yeah,
kind of how
right,
things are looking.
yeah.
So I need to, I
Yep.
need to-
No, I understand that. No, that's a good point. We'll take a
don't
look at
want to
that.
penalize for their convenience.
No, absolutely.
No, I think it's all still running the same. We cut it down to one time a week. We haul it out on Wednesdays. Our garbage is same as last year. It's not really changing much. Heat checks is the thing. Sometimes they have a big day on Sunday and they do like 3/4 of a bin. But then by the time Tuesday hits, they barely even have it full. So they've been making it.
And one thing you can do for sure is let everybody know, don't share your permit with somebody. Like if there's somebody always borrowing your permit, there's a reason they don't have a permit. Either they didn't get it in the mail or they're not paying for
Well, not necessarily.
it.
I still would like to get the permit for my second piece of property that I have, that I pay the $193 a year.
Mhm.
And I have 3 properties, one of them does not get billed, the other one does get billed.
You got 2 permits.
No, I have 1 permit and I had to buy an extra one. So I could have 2 vehicles. But I need one for 88 Boulder and I need one for 107 Basin Street.
So you gotta call and you give, the hardest thing about Basin is it's not very friendly through the Department of Revenue. So what you need to do is write down your tax ID numbers,
I actually have them with me.
okay, and then you give them to me and I'll give them to Shaylee or myself, or I'll do it myself. Then we'll look up and see if what the taxes, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, because if
Or if there
you're,
has been one
you
petition,
should get a permit for every
every
you're
solid
paying.
waste.
So if you have 2 properties that are each paying a fee, you should get 2 permits.
Yes,
And if you don't, then,
we only get one.
yeah, then you just need to talk to Mike, and
Okay.
one of them shut off for whatever reason, maybe it's coming back in the mail, who knows what the reason is. but-
maybe.
So, but you should be getting 2 separate permits with 2 separate numbers on it, not the same permit twice. You could have a permit with one number and a different permit with a different number for each of those properties, so that's owed to you. So if you're not getting 2 for 2 fees you're paying, then Mike will fix that.
Okay.
All you do is make a phone call.
Okay, well, I actually, cause you get your tax statement and then you pay your taxes.
Yep.
I'll be getting my next one here in a little bit. I actually pulled those and I circled the 193 on all of them.
Are you using garbage in both those properties?
Yes.
Yeah, but the problem is we're separate from all the rest of the county. Treasurer does not update us, we have to update our own, because when the treasurer updates us, it messes our whole system up. We found that out. And you have to, it's up to you as the homeowner, your responsibility to contact us so that we can try to figure it out and straighten it out. It's
And
not-
they didn't know,
not
they got
mine.
one
I can't,
permit, so.
I can't go through every single tax number
Right.
in this entire county and try to figure out. It's the homeowner's responsibility to call them.
And he's getting a lot more efficient in sending the permits out too. There's a lot of out of staters we don't even send them to, and we never hear from them, and everything works out fine.
Or they call, you know, and then they get their permit, cause I sent one the other day that didn't, they were out of state. And they hadn't been here in a year and a half, and then they called me, I think, Monday. And
But the
that's
more
where-
we can control those permits, the more lucrative, I would say, or more stable the program is. We get so many permits flooded out there, then everybody's got one, and a lot of people have them that aren't paying the fee, so we gotta try to control those permits the best we can.
We have to verify everything.
So we'd rather play on the side of our fiscal safety as far as not sending them to everybody that's got an address or that pays the fee. And if there's a problem, they get a hold of us, we give you a permit. It's pretty simple. Then we know.
Well, part of the problem was everything was in there was incorrect, a lot of incorrect addresses. So people were getting them that shouldn't have got them. So that's why we had to be separate from treasurer's office, and we just updated ourselves. Our own program.
So even if you're talking about like the, people that leave for half the winter part,
Number.
or they're only here, you know, a little bit, wouldn't it still show up on their taxes that they're still having to pay the fee?
Oh, yeah.
But
So
if
they
they
should
didn't,
still be getting one?
nope, not if they don't have an in-county address. They have an out-of-state address, or if they don't notify us, they.
And most people notify us. If they use the site, they'll
Yeah.
notify us.
They
Hey, I
always
didn't get a
call.
permit. I need one. We get them a permit.
Yep.
You know, it works better that way than sending a bunch out that we don't know where they're going. Or if we're ever gonna see them again, except for.
Well, what
somebody got it.
happens is over half of them get thrown in the garbage. Because people from out of state get them and they're out of state addresses and they throw them away. And then I gotta reissue a whole bunch of permits and it's a pain. So we quit doing that.
And a lot of them are rentals, you know, there's an out-of-state owner that rents their property out to somebody here. You send the permit out to New York City and then the person here at the rental's like, how do I get in the dump?
Yeah.
And Mike's gotta figure that out. Okay, who's paying the fee?
Or the previous manager never put in that address that you have, if you've owned it before, to have a permit. And so then we don't show that it ever had a permit on that property. And if we never show it had a permit, we don't mail one up until the homeowner requests one.
Okay, so I have just a suggestion, it was a suggestion, and kind of a question. I'm almost done, Bear. He's patiently waiting. I have a rental. It is, the guy's daughter is living there, okay? And he is in Florida. He was renting it to a company to another set of people through a firm, but now his daughter has moved in there. So obviously she does not have a permit. Okay.
Landlord's responsibility to get the renter the permit.
Okay, so she needs to call dad in Florida and he'll request a permit, even though he has an out-of-state address. And you will send, she does have a Basin PO box.
Yeah.
So
Or
could
she-
she get that sent to the Basin PO box for his request, or does she need to request?
He can send it, I can send to the Basin if he calls us and he says, my daughter is the renter. And his name is the landlord.
I'll contact her.
That's a landlord's responsibility. We got out of that. I just had a renter come in yesterday and I said, nope, go to your landlord.
Yeah, it gets really, really slippery when you start issuing them to tenants. The landlord should be
So, and then.
controlling all those.
Yeah, then the landlord calls and says, I need a permit. And I'll go, well, you have to pay $5. Well, I'm not paying $5. And I said, we put all the information of the tenant in the computer too. And I said, well, the tenant was given the permit by you, so now you have to pay for the replacement.
Yeah, it's slippery. Tenants, renters, all that.
We had to get kind of strict on.
Yeah. We got it down good though. So if you have a problem, just let us know if there's anybody in the community with a problem with
Well, the
permits.
person in the community needs calls. Not you. Landlord needs calls.
Yeah, if anybody's complaining, I haven't heard any complaints. Usually if they don't have a
Well,
permit.
this is just recently happened, and after this discussion, I thought maybe I'll get a hold of her and see if she's dumping there. She just
Mhm.
might be using Julio, and
Maybe.
we'll never use you,
Right.
but I should let her know. She
Yeah.
just started.
No,
And we carry the teachers that's in the parsonage.
Mhm.
Either we do it or Justin might carry her trash for her. Because that was gonna get real sticky.
Right, Yeah.
So we just go and get it ourselves
okay,
and use my permit.
sounds good. Anything else?
No,
Public
so,
comment?
so I'll wait for,
Yep, we'll start getting you some numbers.
I'd appreciate
All right,
it. Thank you.
all right, you're welcome. We don't have any board action, review consent, applications for adjustment. All right, then we'll be adjourned. Thank you very much, Mike.
All right,
Appreciate it.
you have a good day.
You as well.